Think of this kind of like the motor that generates all of the cash for the business. And then as that business starts to generate cash, that excess cash flow can typically go into more passive activities like real estate, for example, right? One of the most common, passive activities out there that everyone talks about is real estate, right? Everybody loves to talk about real estate. Now there's stocks and bonds, and there's other passive businesses that you can buy, but that's probably the most common, right? So we have our business income. Okay, so let's go into detail here. We have a specific construction company. Their revenue is roughly $10 million. They have a little bit of payroll, right? So they have payroll, and through payroll they pay their kids, right? This is a smart, I would say, pretty smart business owner that employs their kids lawfully, and there's a comps for it, right? Everything's done legitimately. I don't know why my microphone here is messing up, but there's a lot of videos out there like, oh, you need to pay your kids and put your kids on payroll, and while I agree with that, there's an appropriate way to do this. You don't just pay them as 1099s. You don't just pay them as a contractor. If you're an S corporation, you're required to put them on payroll, so you have to put the kids on payroll. Okay, JPD, let me get back to your questions after the quick lesson here. Okay, I do a lesson. It's maybe like 20 minutes long, and then I do like a quick Q&A. All right, so pay your kids through the business, right? That's super important. Make sure that you log the hours of the kids. Make sure that it is run through payroll. Okay, we want to make sure all of this is legitimate so we can defend this in an audit should we ever get audited. Okay, so we have roughly $10 million in revenue, and then this construction company profits about $2.5 million. So that's pretty consistent amongst the construction folks.